Let's get this, cue up this Jason Miller. Breaking big news, ladies and gentlemen. Donald Trump is going to launch his own social media platform. Following in the steps of Dave Rubin. And we'll see. Here it is. Here's Jason. Oops.
Donald Trump obviously has been booted off Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, which were a great megaphone for him. Does he plan to try to get back on social media, perhaps with some new outfit?
You know, Harry, this is really interesting, the fact that the president's been off of social media for a while, because his press releases, his statements have actually been getting almost more play than he ever did on Twitter before. I'm not sure if that's because the length of them are a bit longer. I even had one reporter say that she thought it was much more elegant, the way that the president was able to communicate his thoughts, and it very much looked more presidential in that long.
Stop it. First off, tight shot? I thought you were making a joke, Matt. Is that the name of his show? Tight Shot?
It's pornographic.
Literally a tight shot.
Weird.
I mean,
what does that mean?
Does it mean that it's just...
It means that everybody's sitting in front of a big TV in their homes, doing it instead of it being in a studio. So they do a tighter shot so you don't need a background.
I thought it meant, you know, they're zooming in as far into Howard Kurtz's face as humanly possible. The tightest.
For access the home audience.
So it's not the name of the show, but it's rather a segment on the Howard Kurtz show.
I mean, yeah.
And that's when you
do a tight shot.
You have a home studio and a TV, and they only have a 60-inch TV instead of a 75-inch TV behind them.
The people with the tightest.
If you look at I mean, at least on MSNBC, I don't know about other channels, but if you look at those, you will see that relative to the way it used to be, the shots are tighter because there's a background behind them.
All right. Well, at least they're adapting that Fox.
I'm having some type of allergy attack.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. All right, so here is, let's continue with this. This is Jason Miller basically saying, like, you know what? It's actually better for the president now that he's not on Twitter because his press release is much more elegant. Fascinating.
Reform. But I do think that we're going to see President Trump returning to social media in probably about 2 or 3 months here with his own platform. And this is something that I think will be the hottest ticket in social media. It's going to completely redefine the game, and everybody is going to be waiting and watching to see what exactly President Trump does, but it will be his own platform.
So just to follow up, will this be a platform that the president, the former president, will create himself? Will be working with another company? And obviously, he'll be starting from scratch. He won't start out with 88 million Twitter followers.
Well, I can't go much further than what I was able to just share, but I can say that it will be big once he starts. There have been a lot of high-powered meetings he's been having at Mar-a-Lago with some teams of folks who've been coming in. And I got to tell you, it's not just one company that's approached the president. There have been numerous companies, but I think the president does know what direction that he wants to head here. And this new platform is going to be big, and everyone wants him. He's going to bring millions and millions, tens of millions of people to this new platform.
Well, I don't doubt that, actually. There will be a lot of people that join. I would imagine it's going to be even more reckless and exploitative of its users' personal data than what was, not Gab. What was the one that just...
Right,
Parler. Parler. I mean, that was like the outfit by the Mercers, right? It's just none of these people can be trusted. They will sell all of your personal data immediately. And... I'm sure the privacy protections will be shoddy and pasted together with glue and twine and tape, and it'll be all gold, though. Bold, gold lettering tweeting.
The amazing thing about this is that, a lot of his power was his ability to reach people who are not his followers. Like, I'm not going to join. I mean, I might join because that's my job, but it's not going to be as interesting because... it was him being in the midst of normal people that made it interesting. Now it's just going to be his sycophants.
But it'll be interesting to hear. I mean, by the way, his press releases were just what his tweets were like. Like the whole, you got your beautiful shot. It's just going to be the same thing. Yeah.
But it is also, in addition to it being basically just a way for him to milk his followers, it's going to be a real problem for the Republicans. because he's going to be sitting there. You know, he's going after Raffensperger apparently, and he's going to have a vehicle in which to basically just attack, because you know all the Republicans are going to have to be on there, and you know you can't be a Republican lawmaker and not be on there. And
yeah, well, like, and it's this is exactly what they didn't want to happen. They wanted him to go quietly into that good night, and they don't. You know, obviously they know him well, but it was obvious he wasn't going to do that. I just wonder what it's going to be called. Do you have any ideas?
Oh, they're not even close to it. I mean, this whole thing, like we've had a bunch of high-powered people.
I know. I just
You're the
wonder.
former president. What do you mean you've had high-powered people come to Mar-a-Lago?
Trump talk?
I don't know what they're going to call it. Trump talk could be it. Yeah. Trumper. Twumper.
I mean, he's just too narcissistic for it not to be
Of course,
his
there has to be his
name.
name.
Yeah.
Of course.